Alright, hi, thanks for checking out another one of our videos here. This is going to be possibly a how-to repair video on American Farmworks 60-mile fence charger. This is basically a Zariba 50-mile or a Blitzer 50-mile. They're just a different sticker on the case and maybe tweak the board a little bit. I don't know where they get the extra 10 miles from, the extra 0.2 joule output, because I think the 50-mile Zaribas and Blitzers are a 2-mile or 2 joule unit, sorry. So we're going to go into this thing and see what's wrong with it. Don't know what the story is with it, but we'll go through it and see if we can get it figured out for the customer here. I'm trying to think what I was going to say. I don't know what I was going to say. But I see the knob's loose, but that's not a big deal. There's a little nut behind here. I need to tighten that up. That'll be alright. But this unit's not very old. Early 2017 model, 1712. It's the, I believe that's the week is the 12 and the year is the 17. So it's early 2017 model. So it's not that old, and the thing's in for repair. But let's plug it in and see what it does here. Well, it's flashing the light, clicking. It's not flashing every time on the camera, but it is flashing every time in person. So let's put a tester across it. Get that get that bolt tightened up here in a second. That's the least of its worries. Putting out 8,000 volts. His notes say says they're leasing the property from a retiring farmer. Says these are broken with unknown issues. Please help. Well, seems to be working fine at the moment, but let's get this thing tightened up first, and we'll open it up on the inside. We may have to open it up anyways, I don't know. To tighten this, it depends if this thing will sit still when I tighten it up. Yeah, whole thing's spinning, it won't tighten up. So let's open it up, see what's going on. If you got one of these things and you want to send it in for a repair, I'm happy to take a look at it for you. You know, it's a free quote. They do make parts for this thing, so it's not exactly a throwaway unit. See if we can tighten it up now while it's open. Put my thing on the back side here. Okay, it was almost tightened up. Alright, so it looks pretty clean. I mean, nothing looks, smells funny, looks burnt. But most times these things don't look physically bad, they'll just be bad. So it looks okay. That module, circuit board, whatever you want to call it, capacitor and transformer, these are all three separate parts. The capacitor is bolted to the board. There's a little nut down inside there. It's on the back. This is like kind of a stud mount capacitor. That's a little loose, but that's not an issue. Let's pull this board up. Now this board and capacitor probably got a charge built up in it, so I'm going to discharge the capacitor, the big one here first. It's got a big resistor that I use for discharging the big capacitors. Now those yellow ones have probably got a charge in it too, but as long as I don't touch the board too much, I'll be alright. Alright, this is a looks like a 7 I'm not sure. I have weird numbers on this capacitor. But I think it's a 10 or a 15 or something microfarad capacitor. So we'll check that real quick, make sure it's good. If I can find my meter, wherever the hell the meter went. Alright, give me a second here to find my meter. Alright, so I'm going to check this. There's no polarity to it. It's 15. Reads 15 on the dot. So the capacitor is perfectly fine. It's not bad or weak or anything. So plug the wire back up on it. And I am going to grab a pair of pliers here, and we're going to tighten that up there. Let's get this board back into its little slot. So, you know, I didn't see anything bad on the back side or front side of the board as I was messing with it. That resistor there looks okay. It's yeah, it looks okay. I thought I saw something on it. That resistor there is only for protecting the light bulb from the current coming out of the transformer, so it doesn't burn it up. Plug it back in again. Hear it clicking. I took up a load to it. It's a 200 ohm big resistor. Come on. Stupid things. Just trying to get everything to go back in its place, because if you don't get it just right, the dumb case won't shut. I'm going to hook a big load up to it. This is a 200 ohm standard load that most companies base a lot of the readings off of is a 500 ohm. I don't know where my 500 ohm load is, but we're going to put a 200 ohm load up to it. See, we're reading about 8 before. 500 ohm load probably bring this down around 5-ish. So 4-ish maybe. So I would guess this to be between 2 to 4. Yep, about 3.5 to 4, so right where it's supposed to be. So load's handling fine on it. It's right where it's supposed to be, I would say, with this size load up to it. So I don't really see anything wrong with the dumb thing, except for that knob being loose, but that's, you know, cosmetic. That doesn't really have anything to do with the operation of the thing. So we'll well, I guess it's more of a testing video than it was an actual repair video. But if you got one of these Zariba or American Farmworks 60-mile units, or a Zariba 50-mile, or any brand or model, we'll be happy to take a look at it for you. It's, we do free quotes on things, and and all these different brands. We're working on all makes and models of fence chargers. So if you want to send us in something for a repair, we'll definitely take a look at it for you. And until next time, we'll see you guys later on.